The person who took my V card was at least 20 years older, and I met them from Craigslist.
Wild Til 9! Are you ready?
Yep, let's go home.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Wild Til 9. What's up, Wow Was? Whoa, we're coming in hot with double peace signs over from. You don't really you're not a peace sign guy.
Not a peace sign guy.
That didn't feel good to me.
This couldn't feel less natural.
I don't know if that's it for you, babe.
But like, you can't be the tallest guy in the photograph. Also, just doing this.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You pick one or the other.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot.
I picked the tall guy.
One of them's permanent as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's on that note. Welcome back.
Welcome back, audio listeners.
Welcome back. Oh my God. Wait, is it your birthday week? No, wait.
I think this is after.
Is it after?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay. Well, Jeremy's officially old when you're listening to this.
No.
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 Yeah.
I'm old. I'm not. 29's not old.
Okay.
That's the point of the story.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel 27 is you know what? I think I just don't like being an odd number.
I can completely understand after being with you for as long as I have now.
Yeah.
Just how real that sentence is for you.
I don't like being an odd number.
No, I get that.
Like 26 feels fine. 28, honestly fine. 27, uneasy.
How's 29 feel?
Uneasy.
I mean, it does feel like 30.
I guess it is the one right before 30.
Yeah. Whatever.
You know what though? Fingers crossed, the world is not shitting itself still when you're turning 30, and we can have a 30 rager.
30 rager.
A 30 rager.
Well, 30 rock.
30 rock.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so I asked you guys on Instagram to submit your deepest, darkest, wildest secrets pertaining to dating. And some of them sex, but mostly dating, I'd say. And I've seen this trend on Instagram, and I wanted to throw Jeremy into the hot seat to have some real ass reactions. So I've picked out some of my favorites, and you know what? We're here to react and not judge, but I am concerned by the amount of responses that I got about people kissing and hooking up with cousins and step siblings.
It's a judgment-free zone.
Again, judgment-free zone, but
that does sound like
it was common. I was
really?
I'm maybe 1 out of every 20 responses was something about having a sexual experience with a step sibling or a cousin, and I have concerns.
Were these private? Like, can we see who sent them?
Yeah.
Wow, that's balls.
Ballsy.
I
mean, I give what is Scouts honor? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
That feels as natural as my peace sign.
I give Scouts honor that these would be anonymous and I would never share anything.
Well, I'm just glad that people feel that comfortable.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love fostering that kind of trust with someone, that they're down to tell me that they had sex with their cousin.
Little incest.
That's okay. A little incest on a Tuesday afternoon.
You know what? I don't know how you're supposed to navigate this conversation, but I'd like to just maybe say seek maybe help if that's a common occurrence.
You know what? Live your life. Live your motherfucking life. You're not hurting us, and this is a judgment-free zone.
I'm not judging.
No, I'm not saying you're judging. I'm just saying, like, these questions that are incoming, or not questions, statements, the judgment-free zone.
So, and to give you a little sneak peek, so this is what we're doing this episode.
Yes.
And then next week, I'm going to do a little bit of a different approach. I'm actually going to crowdsource specific dirty tea questions from Lauren's array of friends.
I'm genuinely so nervous for this episode.
I'm not going to tell her who asked the question, but I'm going to basically ask all the people that know her best, what's the question or story you would like to hear her answer? We'll see how it goes.
Oh, it makes me nervous.
I feel like we almost need to release 2 versions next week, like the close friends version. And
Right. I'm gonna be sending some texts after that video. Oh fuck, I'm genuinely nervous.
I mean, the
for
questions
that.
I've already got, like the first round, I was maybe gonna do 1 or 2 and just do it every episode. And then the first couple questions I got back were like, oh, I have no idea what the answer to that is.
Really? You don't know the answer?
No. And I'm like,
what do you mean?
Are we gonna have an argument after this? Like,
what do you mean?
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh my God, I'm really fucking nervous. Thank God we can edit the podcast before it goes up, because I'm genuinely concerned.
I was thinking we could live stream it and I'll just my tea bag over here.
How you feel about that?
Well,
okay,
we'll find out.
All right. Okay, so let's hop into these. I also think that it's kind of nice to anonymously, well, I guess it's not really anonymous, but tell your deepest, darkest secret that you may have never told anyone to someone who doesn't actually really know you.
I mean, they've done research on people that sit next to each other on planes.
Oh, yeah.
And
you tell your whole life story too.
Right. And you can just like completely open and be the most, like more honest than someone could ever be with their wife or husband in 20 years because that person has a 2.5 hour beginning and end to when that relationship will, like the arc, and being able to talk feels good and also being able to be honest feels good. But like at the same time, we don't want that person to actually come back into our personal life.
Right. Oh, shit. Okay, let's just hop in. Okay. You know what? I didn't even do this on purpose, but the first submission was I quote unquote dated my stepbrother and had sex with him for many years before he got a real girlfriend.
A real girlfriend? Now I feel bad. I'm like,
well,
what were you doing? I'm like, why couldn't you be the real girlfriend?
Right. Like you, yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and say it from, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Okay. It's not to say that any general, there's no right or wrong way to react. Well, there's probably a lot of wrong ways to react to that.
Totally.
I don't think there's any correct way. What I will say is this. I am so incredibly glad that is not something that crossed my plate and was something that I had to deal with because I don't understand because I was never presented with a situation where I had feelings or was emotionally vulnerable or whatever else around a step sibling or anything that wasn't in my world. So I can only empathize with the fact that obviously if you're admitting to it being your deepest, darkest secret, you have some issues with it too.
Right. There's like a level of guilt there potentially, or just like society's norms thinking that that's not typically what occurs.
Well, there's a couple medical reasons for that as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's like procreating.
Right. Yeah. That's some Adam and Eve shit. But like the point is that like I didn't ever have to cross that bridge or struggle with that. So I'm not going to sit here and judge you for it. Totally. That being said, oh wow. That's tough.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That was the first one. That was the first one that I had. Yeah, dated my stepbrother and had sex with him for many years before he got a real girlfriend. I
wonder, like, I would love to know what like the numbers are on that. Like, is that actually as common as, is it 1 in 20?
Oh my God. Based on the statistics of the responses on Instagram, the statistic is much higher than I expected. I really thought people were going to be like, oh, I cheated on my boyfriend and he didn't know. I dunked his toothbrush in the toilet before I broke up with him. Like, that's what I thought was coming in hot. I did not expect this.
So we just have an audience filled with just Jaime and Cersei Lannisters.
Oh, that is very Jaime and Cersei.
I wonder if the rates have gone up since Game of Thrones aired.
Oh, maybe.
It's like chess sets on Amazon after Queen's Gambit.
Right, blew up. Yeah.
Right, incest
okay.
through the roof.
Oh, God. Wow, what a start to this podcast. Next one. By nature, I flirt with other guys even if I'm dating someone, not because I like them, but out of habit.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's a big one. I also think that there's a few sides to this for sure. Like this is multifaceted. I think one, some people like and thrive off of attention and affirmation by people outside of their relationship.
Yep.
Like they might feel totally secure and have a great, healthy relationship, but they like knowing that people are still interested even when they're technically off the market.
Definitely. I think I used to struggle with that.
Flirting?
Yeah. But like, my personality, like I'm either like, I would choose not to talk to you ever and I'm good on that. Or like, let's be just like close and the wall is down. Right. And I feel like I have a very casual way of speaking to the guys and girls in my life kind of thing. And so like, I don't think it's this problem anymore, but I think I used to like push the boundaries on like, it's not a thing. I'm comfortable with it. I don't know why you wouldn't be.
Right. I also think too, because, not to make a blanket statement here, but I think there are a lot of guys who have trash communication skills. And so as soon as you're conversing with a guy who is charismatic and asks you questions about yourself, like that's just regular fucking like conversational skills. And a lot of dudes just like don't even have the bare minimum standards here. So when a guy asks you a question, you're like, oh my God, is he flirting with me?
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's like a super common occurrence that happens. And girls can sometimes read into that being like, I think he's flirting with me.
Well, guys have we have a track record of fucking up. So
that's true.
And it's not to say that, the past performance will anywhere indicate the future. But that being said, we have a long-standing history with like putting our foot in our mouth professionally, personally, emotionally, mentally, all the things. So I get it.
I get it. I get both sides. I really do.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so let me flip that. Like, now getting older, right? And now that I've been around the block a few times. No, but like, I am the
Turns 29, thinks he's a genius.
But you know, like, there's some dudes that like are constantly thinking their girlfriend's about to cheat.
Right.
Professionally, friends, everything kind of thing. I feel like I'm the first person to tell you to lay on the gas if you need to make sure that, you know, in a professional setting,
lubricate a situation.
Just, you know, we got to use some assets sometimes.
I think the perfect example of this is that, like, typically if there's a male bartender, a hot girl would get a drink before a bro would get a drink.
Right.
And so and
I'll send you right on up there.
I will nominate myself as a team on behalf of both of us to get that motherfucking drink. So I've been a glasses wearer since grade 7, but Jeremy is kind of new to the game and honestly, alarmingly excited about it.
You can't tell me I'm not a smidge more handsome with glasses on.
Okay, sure. You're definitely a little more handsome with glasses on. I'll admit it. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores, offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Sunglasses, progressives, and blue light lenses are also available.
The best part is that Warby Parker helps you find the style and fit that's right for you. Skip the guessing game and physically try on your top 5 favorites with the free try-on program.
Take the online quiz where you'll specify face width, frame shape, preferred colors like tortoise, black, neutral, or crystal, material type, and Warby Parker will give you 5 full days to try on your 5 styles before deciding which one is your favorite.
We also love the philanthropic side of Warby Parker. For every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need. Almost 1 billion people worldwide lack access to glasses. That means that 15% of the global population cannot effectively learn or work, which is crazy because glasses were invented 700 years ago. Warby Parker partners with nonprofits like Vision Spring to ensure that for every pair of glasses sold, a pair is distributed to someone in need.
Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free with warbyparker.com/wild. Hello? My name is Lauren, and I have an Amazon addiction.
Hi, Lauren. My name is Jeremy, and I too have an Amazon addiction.
Okay, well, so now that we've established that, are you ready to take your love for Amazon to the next level?
Yes. Oh, wait, that's not rhetorical. Got it.
No,
cool.
Yeah, okay.
Never mind.
So introducing Amazon Pharmacy. Amazon Pharmacy coordinates with your doctor to receive your prescriptions and delivers it right to your door. You already know and you already love Amazon, and now you can skip the pharmacy lines and it's one less errand to run.
Amazon Pharmacy works with most insurance plans nationwide, and Amazon Prime members get free 2-day delivery and save on prescriptions when they're paying without insurance.
And it's super easy to get started. Select which state you're in, request your prescription by either having Amazon do it all for you or by contacting your prescriber and place your order. Everything else in our lives gets delivered to us these days, so why not your medication?
Amazon Pharmacy makes it easy to understand pricing and copays. Your medication history and refill requests are completed online, and you'll get updates throughout the entire process.
Amazon Prime members can save on prescription medication when not using insurance and get free 2-day delivery. Learn more at amazon.com/wildrx. That's amazon.com/wildrx. Amazon.com/wildrx. Oh, this has stories attached to it for us, I feel like. Okay, okay. Well, that came off wrong. Okay. I dated a teacher for 2 years, a 6-year age gap, 18-24, and it was his first year teaching at my high school. Okay, see, the problem is that 18 and 24 is like not a crazy age gap, I feel like, if it were outside of the school.
18 to 24, that age gap at any other age, not a problem.
Not a blink of an eye.
Yeah. That's tough.
Okay, here's something that we've also talked about. I forget who we were just having this conversation with, but it is shocking how so many individuals have a story from their school where there was a student who slept with a fucking teacher.
I don't think I know anyone who's been to a high school
where that didn't happen.
Where that didn't happen once or twice.
Yeah, 100%.
Insane.
I know. It's
insanity.
Crazy. So the female teacher slept with 2 students, both of who were over 18. So I think the charges and the legal process of that is different when they're not technically a minor because they were in grade 12. And then same thing.
This is in Canada, right?
This is in Canada, right? So it might be different state by state, et cetera.
Right.
And then the male teacher, same thing. The student that he was sleeping with was 18 as well. But that's not to say that he did not go on. I think he's in jail right now. He
probably should be.
He did end up sleeping. He changed high schools after I graduated. I think this was like post like college graduation for me as well. Slept with students who were like underage, and then I think now is in jail. Also, like, bitch, you're married. What do you mean? Like,
that's the farthest thing that I'm thinking is his issue.
I mean, well, yeah, obviously there's fucking deeper rooted issues there for sure. But like, do you think it's like they need the affirmation and the attention of someone who is like younger and it's exciting and it feels wrong because it is wrong, spoiler alert.
I mean, maybe I haven't. I'm sure there are people out there that will prove this incorrect, but like I'm going to go out on a limb and say that not many people at the age of 17 or 18, when they're going to college to get a degree to begin to become a teacher, are willing to admit to themselves that this could be a problem for them.
Totally.
I'm going to go ahead and say that there's probably less than 5% that would be even remotely aware that could be a thing.
Right.
But it's like I have to assume that they get into a position of some sort of control or power.
For sure.
And their brain just completely confuses where that line is.
For sure.
Because I just don't, I'd like to believe that people have good intentions and life gets the best of them and not the other way around.
Right.
And so it's just tough to like, I'm not going to sympathize for them.
Oh, fuck no.
It's not.
Oh, hell no.
I have no sympathy for them. But at the same time, it's just like, we're obviously not doing something as a society to be like, hey, like these urges exist.
Right.
So now let's figure out how we deal with them.
Right.
And for some of you, it might be just removing yourself from the profession. For some of you, okay, you need to teach a different age group, like whatever that is. Like,
well, I think there's usually issues that are super deep rooted there that need to probably be addressed in therapy of some sort.
We have so many teachers that listen to this podcast. Get in the comments.
Oh my God, yes. Yes. Oh
that's
my God,
one of the
oh my God,
highest
yes.
number like of professions that I think listen to this podcast.
Is
The amount of
teachers?
people are like, I'm grading my 3rd grade math homework while I'm listening to this.
I'm personally friends with like over 3 teachers for sure.
Well, I mean, I started out in music education.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you could have been a teacher.
And what's crazy is there was no course in what not to do in that capacity, at least that I remember.
Well, I mean, I think this crosses lines of like morality. So it's like, they're like, you should just know this and we're going to teach you how to drum.
Yeah, but like, I mean, in America in particular, like in the state of Illinois, both private and public school teachers were ridiculously underpaid. There were no resources for them to move up unless they wanted to pay for it themselves.
Right.
And it was just like, to a degree, I think that's a very stressful job. I think it's a very important job. And there's only so many right ways to do it and 1,000 wrong ones. So it's like, obviously something we're doing isn't enough.
Right. But moral of that story is
don't fuck your students.
Don't fuck your students. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Also, moral of the story is not even that, like beyond that, if you feel like that's an issue,
go. You gotta go. You gotta make. See, here's the thing: is that like an 18-year-old kid, you're 18 and you're legally considered an adult, but there's still like that power dynamic of trying to conquer something that's older, and the adult, the teacher in that situation, like holds the key to that and holds the power and holds like how far that can go.
I mean, it's the same thing when you're fucking your boss. Like there's
there's one of those coming up. There is one of those coming up.
My point is like, if you can't remove yourself from the situation, like you are writing your own sentence.
Oh, this is motherfucking you. I would speed swipe everyone to the right just to see who did and didn't like me back. Please enlighten us. Please enlighten us on this technique. I get so stressed when I see people speed swiping. I'm like, you're missing, or you're not filtering. If they're speed swiping, no, I'm like, okay, you're missing people. And if you're speed swiping, yes, I'm like, you're just opening up the floodgates.
Okay. Dating apps are like outbound prospecting at work. Okay. There's 2 approaches.
Okay.
Highly customized and tailored, right?
Me?
Right. Yeah. You might only do 1 to 10 a day maximum, right? You'll send them out and you'll wait to see if
they're all good ones.
If those land. Right. But what happens? Let's say you're a guy, you send out 10 a day. You put a lot of work into them, you research and you only swipe right on the ones that you really think are a match. a week goes by, you don't get any like hooks. Aww. You don't get anything. And you're like, let me just try a couple others and let me just do more with less time.
Okay.
You need a couple likes, a couple matches. You go, oh, this is a lot easier, way easier. So you just kind of keep going into it. And that becomes like your pattern. You just fucking speed swipe and then whatever happens, happens.
Okay. So is there any part of that that's like an ego thing to just see how many matches you get?
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but that's exactly
but that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I mean,
well, also some dudes just,
I mean,
there are some guys
I will say that my guy friends versus my girlfriends, I would say the girls tend to be more of the customized, more thoughtful swipers.
It's just crazy just how not far we've come from, the Stone Ages when I feel like the man were just like, I'll hit things harder and see if it works. The women were like, well, we could try this.
Smarter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Evolution, baby.
Yeah. Well, we're catching up. We'll get there.
Okay. So this one is not relationship related whatsoever, but I thought it was so fucking funny that I had to screenshot it. When I was little, I would hide under my mom's bed and eat my dog's dog food.
Shame.
Really? I think that's so funny. Here's the thing is that I loved the show TLC's My Strange Addiction.
You would love that.
I loved that show. And it's people who were like obsessed with eating like memory foam. There was a girl who was obsessed with eating her husband's ashes. Like it is just on another level.
Her dead husband?
Yes, her dead husband's ashes. You heard that right.
What is that even? That's beyond cannibalism. That's
right. I'm not even sure what that qualifies as. Also, this podcast is going to be so fucking demonetized so fast.
If there are medical professionals in the comments, is there a term for eating the ashes of a dead person you're related to?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one to the medical professionals. I almost just feel like there's probably just like health concerns there. Like that can't be good for your body.
It certainly doesn't taste good.
Anyways, I loved that show so much. And I feel like this falls into the realm of that show. But also, here's the thing is that like Moose eats food that is human grade food. So like it really is just like ground up meat and vegetables. And like, although I have no interest in eating it, it would be healthy. Like health wise, this is fine. Unless she's eating like the garbage shit that's got like fillers and stuff in it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say it, the brand that came to mind, but they're a big old client. So
we're not going to do that.
So
we'll just
research
leave that
what goes into your dog's bowl. How about that?
Right. Before you take a taste.
Just a thought.
And you know what? Also, I feel like you hear so many stories about people accidentally eating a dog cookie by accident.
If you or your parents work at a dog company, why haven't we had a dog sponsor yet?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Okay, 2021 resolution. We need to have at least one pet sponsor.
One pet sponsor for sure.
Chewy, hit us up.
My best friend. Oh, so not me. Oh, so she's just revealing her best friend secret. Okay. Did surprise anal in a Target changing room and was traumatized for life. Also, I just want to say that surprise anal, like a surprise anal sounds like pain, blood, torture, trauma. Like
carry the two.
Carry the two over the one.
So, surprise anal.
Yes, in the Target changing room and was traumatized for life. No, well, no fucking kidding. You can't just warm up a booty and just not warm up. You can't just.
How much warm up is going on in the Target dressing room?
Well, that's what I'm saying is that there was no warm up, and that's why it was surprise anal. And you can't just put things up there just like that. Like there's so much more involved.
If anything has medical and health concerns, I think this is the one that I'm most concerned for.
Oh yeah, her booty hole has probably not been the same since that happened.
What's the next? What's the next? I mean, I feel like I can sympathize and can understand how it could slip in if you were already in the act and there was things going on.
Right.
Even that would hurt.
Right.
But Target?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, that poor Target employee.
That's just.
They don't need to deal with that.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess, yeah.
You're telling me that they were able to stick a wiener up a butt with no lube in a Target bathroom or in a dressing room and there's no noise?
Oh, well, I was just more thinking of like, I was like, oh, there probably wouldn't be any mess at least. I was thinking in terms of like the cleanup portion of that. I would like to dive into this less.
That's where your head went.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Well, you said employee. And like, when I think of like, when I was an employee at any kind of like grocery store or anything, if like something fucked up happened in the bathroom, you're like, oh my God, the poor soul who has to clean that.
Right. I guess I just don't think there's anything in the handbook if you realize people are having butt sex in your dressing room.
Of how to like resolve
we got a
that
code
situation.
17.
We got a code booty hole in change room number 6.
You can always tell like at the grocery store when they're like, yeah, we have a code green on aisle 6, and it's like, oh, we have a code yellow at 344. It's Steve. Steve is stealing again. Chad, can you go get Steve? Thank you. And we're like,
oh my God, what is happening? Oh my God. Okay. I really have a thing for men in their 30s and I'm 22. Okay, so this is a female writing this in, and I just want to say that is absolutely fucking valid because men are immature little babies.
No, we're not. Not always.
If she's 22, the guys that she probably has as her dating pool in her age, that means that she maybe went to school with, etc., works with, that are all the same age. Science literally says that your emotional...
What does science literally say?
Science literally says that women mature faster than men, and that's a fact.
Well, that's fact.
And that's a motherfucking fact.
That's fact, yeah.
So I personally I give you the green light. Go off, bitch.
I mean, I'm almost old enough to fit into that.
You are almost old enough to fit into that.
Yeah. I mean, I completely understand the idea of wanting a specific type of maturity. I guess the question is it for a maturity factor? Is it the number 30 and above turns her on?
Right.
Like, to a degree, because she's saying in a way that like, not that she's ashamed of it, but like, this is my secret. And it almost makes me think there's a little more subtext there.
There's a little more.
She's not necessarily alluding to that. I'm like, you got something that you're really into.
Right. Like, might be okay with sugar daddy title.
For the right sugar daddy.
You know what? I'm surprised there was only a few sugar baby
really?
secrets in here. Yeah, I thought it was going to be more.
I mean, I would still be okay to sign you up as a sugar baby for the right billionaire.
Yeah,
like if Elon Musk came along and was like, I'm interested in having someone to exchange memes with, I'd be like, my girlfriend's available.
Oh my God, I am fucking available. Do you want my phone number?
Are him and Grimes still together?
Yeah, they just had a baby, remember? It's got that weird like...
Yeah, but are they still together?
I think so. The baby's name is fucking XY boop bop beep whatever robot.
That's insensitive.
Okay, what the fuck is its name then?
I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's not Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Next question.
The person who took, okay, so this has levels to it. The person who took my V card was at least 20 years older, and I met them from Craigslist. There's 2 concerning levels here. One, the age gap. And okay, here's the thing. Like if you're 25 and they're 45, whatever, like fucking live your life. Like I've got no judgment for that zone. The Craigslist part makes me a little nervous.
Ma'am, did you pay for this?
Or did you get paid for this?
Oh, right. Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah. Well, honestly, there's levels to this, but we need more information before I can...
Please write in more information so that we can elaborate on our feelings towards this.
The 20-year difference isn't...
Yeah, that's... I mean, unless she's... depending 14. On how old... Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't... Okay, yeah.
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 If she's 14, that's the issue. But assuming she's not...
Go off, bitch. Find you a 40-year-old man.
But, there are probably safer marketplaces than Craigslist.
Well, that's
and what do you guys have in Canada? Kijiji?
Yeah, we have Kijiji. Oh, shout out fucking Kijiji. Kijiji is like a cleaner Craigslist. Not to say that there's not some crazy shit on Kijiji, because there for sure are. But like, I don't think Kijiji has like the back pages the way that Craigslist used to.
Right. I'm pretty sure they still do.
Do they?
I don't know.
Well, that's where my concern comes from this question is that like, was Tinder, like you can still put an age filter on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge and all the dating apps. So it's like, why did we go to Craigslist, and I need to know more?
Yeah. I feel like you know what you're getting when you go on Craigslist.
Do you though? I feel like you really don't.
Well, I feel like you know that you don't know what you're getting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fair.
A 10 is not going to walk off the bus into your living room from Craigslist, I don't think.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. There's a reality show for that.
There is something here for sure. There's
Ashton Kutcher, give me a call. We can make it happen.
Okay, so my ex, I like this one. My ex cheated on me, so I hooked up with his little in their fraternity. And I also just recently learned about the whole little system. I kind of love this. Go off, bitch. I support it. Fuck your ex.
There were a couple times in college where I was flirting with one of them, and then whatever.
What's the age difference? It's 1 year? Your little is...
It can be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it could be anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see. And how does a little get chosen?
I can't speak for sororities, but fraternities, it's very much just like, bro.
Wow.
Oh my
God.
bro.
Okay. How eloquent.
It's just like,
You find a little mini you?
Who you, right. Like my little mini me was also wanted to be in leadership and was like very business oriented.
And a fuckboy? Is that what you're trying to say?
Ross was not a fuckboy.
Be honest, was Ross a fuckboy?
His last name was Coke.
Be honest, was Ross Coke a fuckboy?
No, he's not. He's not. He was an ROTC leader.
I don't know what that means.
Active military, but in school.
Okay.
Or training to be an active military in school.
You're avoiding the question.
Ross is a good guy.
Okay.
I can't speak for him now.
Okay. Yeah, no, I love this. We love a little revenge hookup that's not hurting anyone but the person that fucked you over.
Here's the deal. You know you're stepping in shit. There's gonna be shit on your shoe. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what you're getting into. Like you're purposefully like just to walk through the living room, and I get it. But like at the end of the day, there's still gonna be shit on your shoe when you step in it like that.
But you know what you're getting. If you're doing that like out of spite, like you know what you're getting into.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, like here's the thing. I recommend doing things like that so that you learn not to do them anymore. But if you're wise enough to know how to do it without having to do it,
right,
probably the best route.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can't judge you.
Right. No.
I get it.
I'm sitting here supporting this, honestly.
I don't know if I'd support it, but I get it.
No, bitch. I'm on your team. Let's go. Oh, same vein. Okay. After we broke up, I slept. Oh. Okay. After we broke up, I slept with his brother and his best friend. Okay. So that's shit on both shoes. Like, I honestly just feel bad for the guy because one, she didn't say that he cheated on her. So like, did he do anything wrong? I mean, he must have because she really went out of her way to spite the fuck out of him. But also like, damn, your brother and your best friend are not loyal. Oh my God. Like you need to reevaluate that situation. Yeah.
There's a lot of problems with that on the guy's side too. But also like, can you imagine that Thanksgiving?
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
But you know what?
Or even like just someone's birthday party.
I will say, and the problem is this, guys are super cool and are great about like conflict resolution between the two of them. If and only if it doesn't have to do with a girl. If it's done with a girl, that's when we'll fucking just throw the baby right out with the bathwater. I mean, just like, you know what? Fuck it. End it all. Anything else, we can get over it. Like there are people that owe me money. They'll never send that money back. There are people that wronged me. Wait. Let's get over it. There's too much energy. I have to like get that back. If you fuck my girlfriend, we got issues.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a shit on both shoes.
Yeah.
Ooh, is it wrong that I'm the happiest married girl out there, yet still stalk my husband's ex-girlfriends?
I don't know, Lauren, you tell me.
This is some me shit so hard. This is some me shit. There's just some sort
I can't wait.
of level to... I don't know how to approach this without sounding like a massive fucking bitch. There's just...
We've been really good at being non-controversial so far. And I feel like
and here we're just about to fall apart here. Uh-huh. Okay, so no, there's a few options here. It's like one, you're just like genuinely curious. Like you're like, oh, this is a weird little snapshot.
Are you using my week or 2 weeks ago against us right now?
No, I'm just genuinely curious.
Go on.
No, but
Jeremy incarnate.
I've been taught by the best.
Go on.
So, but no, it's true. Like you're like, oh, this is such like a weird snapshot of time of someone of like your partner's past life. So it's like interesting to like, it's like if you had, oh, it's even just like how I like watching you on the sing off and like all those old videos. It's like a weird snapshot of your life that like I wasn't a part of, but like it like helped shape you to get here. Right?
Yeah, a little bit of weird object permanence there, but yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it's like a curiosity thing to be like, you were part of the process of how my boyfriend is now.
Okay.
And I think that's
some
harmless.
meta shit, but keep going.
I think that's harmless. I really think it is harmless.
Totally. What's funny is that it's not to say that I wasn't interested in him at one point in time, but I feel like some of that information I almost want to like know, put in the back pocket, and then never revisit.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm completely comfortable with understanding what I know about the past and how I got there, whatever, but I have no interest in going like seeing all those snapshots. Oh yeah,
girls are not like that. We want to know everything.
I'd rather focus on...
We want to know everything.
Yeah, but then you just like, it's turmoil in your mind when you find things out you don't want to find out. Yeah,
but like if there's something to find out, then maybe it should be found out.
I guess.
I don't don't know. Like, I feel like if you're doing it in a harmless way, just out of curiosity, like, I think that is a weird itch that sometimes we need to scratch.
You know what it is? I think for me, I think I have done enough things in my past that I didn't enjoy or love or am proud of.
Right.
And know that I've changed from that moment.
Right.
And therefore, I would like to almost not find out things about people that will color my opinion or perspective on them when they could have changed too.
I see. Yeah. I mean, there's a fine line there, I think. And I think I understand both sides. I really do.
I know you understand your side. That's for damn sure.
A bitch is just curious. Oh, shit. Okay. I was briefly a dominatrix to earn money to buy a house with my boyfriend. He doesn't know.
Oh, I was going to say, that's cool for that dude.
That's charity work.
What?
Like, it's doing good for the greater good.
Besides your relationship, if you find out, or if he finds out, or if you one day tell him and it's been
okay,
7
yeah.
years.
I mean, there's that side of it too. No, I mean, I see the good intention behind it. Would I personally go that route? No, but do I see the good intention behind it?
Do you moonlight as a dominatrix? Is that?
I don't. Okay. I do not.
Because
No.
If so, the reason I'm upset is that I've never been able to see this in action.
Okay.
But yeah, I would find a way to broach that topic sooner than later. Preferably before you buy the house.
Well, then, the deed might even be done and money to buy a house with my boyfriend.
Well, if you already bought it, then shit, that's tough.
Yeah. Well,
do you think people should tell? Should she tell him?
Okay, here's the thing is that I've never been cheated on and I've never cheated. So I don't feel like I'm the right person to ask, because I think my gut feeling is like, yes, you should tell them, because like, how do you build a relationship that's like not built off of 100% truth? But at the same time, I've never been in either of those positions where I've seen a different perspective.
I feel you.
How do you weigh in on that?
I would bear on the side of being more concerned about not being in a place to have any path to be able to tell your partner comfortably. Like, it's one thing if you get caught up, don't tell somebody, and then it's the weight continues to grow.
Right.
But if there's if there's checklists or things in your head that you want to do that will make it like that conversation feel more comfortable, then I guess then there's a healthy place where that can end. Because it's either you're going to be honest at some point. It's either going to be something that they can get over or not. It's the ones that are ashamed of it, don't have any plan on telling them, and are not willing to admit it happened in the first place. Because I think it's opening them up to do it again.
Yeah. I mean, I have no opposing perspective to this because I've never been in that situation. So like, just from seeing based on what friends have gone through, I think that what people get scared of is that like if they fucked up in any kind of way, so that whether that means like fully just like sleeping with someone and like having sex with them, or like a drunk accidental kiss, etc. Like I think they're scared of the reaction and scared of the outcome, that their actions will result in something that they aren't in control of.
Definitely.
Oh, okay. I'm in a relationship that started as a rebound. I feel stuck and I'm still in love with my ex. Girl, you gotta go. I know it's a safety blanket. I am one that loves a good rebound. I really do. I think it distracts you and it opens your eyes to new people and just like a new and better version of you. But I have seen people get stuck in this similar situation where
tale as old as time.
Oh my God, I know a girl who dated her rebound for like 7 years. 7 years. And like, it was, you know what? I think she ended up like actually falling in love with him and like, it was fine. But the first year was fully a rebound as a level of comfort and like a safety blanket of like having companionship when her ex broke her heart.
Yeah, there needs to be like someone who can write a new book on the art of rebounding and how to do it healthily.
Yeah. And I mean, here's the thing is that like, if this guy is a good guy that you are rebounding with and in a relationship, he deserves better. Not to like make you sound like a shitty person, but like if you're wasting your time, you're also wasting his time. And that's not fair to him. Like, girl, you gotta go. You gotta go. If you're still in love with your ex, I don't know if you need to find like a way to rekindle that or just spend time getting over it, but don't use someone else as a pawn in that situation to what? Why do you leave me like that?
I love it. Yeah.
No, but it's true. I feel bad for the guy. Like he's getting used as a pawn just for her to.
You guys hear that? She feels bad for the guy.
I do feel bad for the guy. I do. Well, as a queen,
first.
You know what? It's sometimes if the shoe fits, and this time the shoe fits. Okay, I was giving my ex a blowjob and ripped his dick wide open, leaving him with 13 stitches. I'm sorry. Are there braces? Do you have fangs? I'm concerned.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I was ripping. I was giving my ex a blowjob.
No, she was ripping.
She was
there's
ripping.
No blowjob there.
Yeah, and I ripped his dick open, leaving him with 13 stitches.
Were they on a motorcycle?
I don't know.
Were they in the process of walking down the stairs?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
What? I guess I've had stitches before.
How 13 stitches? Like how long would that be?
I mean, the side of my hand I don't even think was 13.
Oh, okay. So like an inch and a half of stitches. I wonder how much a dick bleeds. I wonder how much like a hard dick bleeds. Probably a lot, right? Since it's filled with blood.
I only am going to sound stupid because I have a penis and I can't tell you. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, yes, but I don't know how I can imagine you would just bleed out. I think that's what you do. Like when like mafia people would like cut people's balls off. I think they would like bleed out very quickly.
Right, but you know what? It's probably similar to like a head injury where a lot of blood comes out quickly.
I have literally no idea. I don't know. We
are so out of our league with this question.
Would I drink my urine in the desert? Yes, I've already thought of that answer. Absolutely.
Okay.
Once, and after that, I'm going to die. Like I can only do that so many times. What would I do if my dick got ripped open mid blowjob? I don't know. I
feel like you went to the desert metaphor and we didn't even need to go there. Like that good to know though.
All I'm saying is there are certain things that I've already thought through. That's one of them. This is not.
Okay.
I don't know how to handle that situation. Are they still together, do we think?
I don't know. I need more information.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Well, did she say I was giving my boyfriend?
No, she was giving her ex a blowjob.
Oh,
so they're no longer together.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
had they been able to make it through that, damn.
That's a strong relationship. If you can get past ripping someone's dick open and needing 13 stitches, you can get through anything.
Talk about setting the bar low for future endeavors. Like any girl that came after that, like one, he's probably shocked and like is scared, but at the same time, like all you have to do is not send me to the ER and this will be a better experience.
Yeah. I wonder if she's like a little bit scarred now and nervous about giving head after that happened.
She should be.
But I like think about friends who have lockjaw and like have accidentally like had a lockjaw moment while they're giving head and like they get so anxious about it before they're about to hook up with a guy because they're like, holy fuck, what if I get lockjaw again?
Yeah. We gotta go now.
Next question. Okay, sorry. I'm fucking the CEO of the company I work for and nobody knows. There it is. Same category as our teacher situation.
Well, not a minor.
Not a minor. I guess you could be like the same age.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
That's messy. You got that.
That's messy.
You guys know how I feel about that. I think it's an abuse of power. But at the same time, like we're all humans and I get it. I'm not here to judge you for it because although I haven't done that one, I didn't have the opportunity to fuck that one up. So like, give me the opportunity. I probably would have messed it up. I probably would have. But like, fuck, that's tough. But also like, it's so weird because like, if you have feelings, you don't want to fuck up things professionally. But at the same time, like, if something gets fucked up, like you have no leverage there. You know that you're going to be forced out of the company. Oh,
for sure. Like if you get caught by HR and they're not down with it, like you are the disposable asset there, not the CEO. So that gets messy for sure.
Yeah. You might want to bring that to his or her attention.
I'm almost 21 and never been with anyone, done absolutely nothing, literally nothing. Okay, so I got a lot of messages like this and I wanted to include it because
really? Everyone was like, I got a 9. Fuck yeah, Jeremy. On the rice purity test?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, lots of those too. We've got...
So all your messages were like, I haven't done anything. And all mine were like, fuck yeah, turn up.
No, I would say it spans the gamut. I mean, we've got teacher fucking, we've got CEO fucking, and then we've got people who've done nothing. It spans the gamut. And this is actually a great segue, a segue into what we're about to say.
The old classic segue.
The old classic fucking segue. This segues into what I wanted to say. I felt empathetic and sad that people consider this their deepest, darkest secret because they felt some level of shame and guilt that they hadn't like hooked up with anyone or had an experience that maybe others glorify. And I just want to say that there is absolutely nothing fucking wrong with going at your own pace and doing things on your own time and your own speed. Like there is no age where like you're supposed to be doing anything. Like there's no schedule for that. And you get to live your life and choose when you want to do those things with the people that you want to do them with. And I don't think you should feel bad about that.
You say that. And now I remember, like, there were definitely several people I saw or have said, like, I've only done this once, or like, I haven't done this at all. And you're right. There's like weird shame there.
Yeah.
Which is, and it's, of course I see why. We glorify the dumb fun experiences that were like in hindsight so fun 2020.
Right.
But at the same time, like the thing that's not being telecast there's a lot of bad shit that like transpired from that as well. Like,
for sure.
A lot of lessons learned that like if you don't need to learn it by doing, would suggest you don't.
For sure. And I mean, I think that we are kind of on different sides here of the spectrum of like, I never had like a crazy like party hookup phase. And I think that I probably shielded myself from a lot of really crazy and potentially harmful experiences. So it's not to say that like those are things that you should be going after just because you feel like you need to.
Definitely not. And also, I think it's okay to change your mind.
Oh, totally. Bitch, if you want to be a hoe for a week, go off and do that. And if you want to touch no one for 6 years, touch no one.
Yeah.
It is your body. It is your decision. And you have the control there.
I think the only thing that to really be mindful of is just be aware of what you want and be aware of if that changes. Because some people, you might telecast that you're interested or not interested in, and then it changes and flips on a dime. And people are then surprised. And then you can upset other people with good intentions. And it's like, you just got to be aware of what you want.
For sure.
And then communicate that.
Totally agree.
Don't feel bad. Insert name, whoever this person is.
Anonymous. Okay, before I go to a guy's house, I use Google Earth to see what it looks like. I love this because this is the most me shit that I have ever heard. But I want to be clear. I do this because I like having a sense of familiarity to a house when I go and I know what it looks like and I'm not stressed about like figuring out what house it is on the block. I do think there's a level of humor though if they're looking to see if it's like a mansion to see if they have money.
Oh, I guess I hadn't thought of that.
I've seen so many TikToks where like they'll go and find a guy's address to see if the money be running in the family.
Well, plenty of people can attest to this. A lot of people who have absolutely nothing have way too big of a house, and a lot of people that have a ton of assets live in an absolute shithole because they're good with money. So although you can judge a book by a cover, understand what you're missing out on there. Yeah,
that's true. But also like for a sense of like safety and familiarness, I do enjoy Googling people's houses.
It's a familiarity thing, huh?
It is.
Okay.
It's the same way that I like looking at a menu. Like when we went on our first date, I already knew what I was going to get because I didn't want to be stressed about it on our first date. It's the same thing. A guy asked for booty pics, so I sent him a thong in my knee and he believed it. I love this so much. Like he got played. You
know, I will say the amount of times I feel like I see something on Instagram that like something shows and then it's like, you thought it was this, you nasty. And I'm like, fuck, I did. So like, I want to judge the guy for not being able to see that it's clearly a knee.
I really think this satisfies both parties.
I agree.
I think that if that satisfied what he was after and she was okay with doing it and she thought it was funny and was like, this is good on my side too, go off.
Yeah. Also, maybe select someone with a slightly higher.
Boys are just sexual creatures. You know what I mean? Like it's.
We're just creatures.
Okay, if a guy stupidly lies about his height, I ghost him. What else is he willing to lie about? Okay, so what do you think as a guy who is tall and doesn't have to lie about his height? Like, what do you think is the range at which people can boost up their height potentially? I feel like the most common thing is that like a guy will make himself taller on a dating app.
None? No, none.
Oh man, I feel like my 5'11" guy friends would disagree.
Of course they would, because they're 5'11". But like, that's a lot. You can't cash that check. Eventually, they're going to find out you're not really 6'2".
That's true.
You're 5'11".
That's true. And then do you think that starts the relationship off on a bad foot if you're lying about your height?
I think it starts the relationship on a bad foot because you're self-conscious about something that you can't fix in the first place.
Ooh, that's deep, Spoob. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Listen, if you're 5'11", you want to say 6 foot, more power to you. But you need to understand and assume and expect eventually they're going to find out it's 5'11", and you need to come to grips with that.
Right. You need to be okay with being 5'11".
But you know what? At the same time, filters on dating apps.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
make it dirty. So I would want to be considered for the girls who are like, I only want to date people who are 6 foot and up. So maybe I would have lied.
Right. That's what I'm saying is that like, I think if you
I get to sit on my high horse. I'm like, no one can lie about their height.
You're
because
fucking 6'4".
Because I'm 6'4". Yeah.
Well, because like when I was on Hinge, I again customized all my filters and shit. Was only swiping yes on a few people a day, and I set my filter at 6 foot. I just like a tall guy, so it's like if they're giving me the option to choose, bitch, I'ma choose. And like there, I'm sure, are so many guys who are 5'11" who are great guys that I'd be super compatible with. And I'm like, I feel
mean, there's
like,
a reason that Kevin Hart's so funny.
Right. He's so funny.
So short.
So little.
So little. But so funny.
But so funny. But like, I am okay with 5'11" guys squeezing in. So
you're okay with why?
I'm okay with a 5'11". 5'10" I think is too much. Especially for like 5'11" and
if you're lying by 2 inches.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But like the 5'11" guys, I'm like, you can get in line. You can come on in.
Wow. How about when guys lie about their dick size?
I don't know. I feel like I've never encountered someone who's like, my dick is 7 inches. Date me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you don't know a guy's dick size until like it's happening. You're like, oh, this dick is like, I don't have a ruler on me, but like it's looking like 6.5. Like, okay.
Every girl ever is like, no guys ever tried to tell you how big their penis is and force that information on you. You didn't live.
Oh God, you're right. You're so right.
I see the reckless things that my guy friends will send and say to women. And I'm like, and if you were on the flip side of that, how would you unpack that information?
My newly single friend was getting dick pics by 5 different guys every single day. It was wild. And she was like, I have not sent them a single photo and they're sending unsolicited dick pics, which we've talked about. I think we have a whole podcast called Unsolicited Dick Pics.
We do. Definitely demonetized. And I just want to remind guys, once again, in case they missed that one, not a big deal. Your penis is ugly. It's not photogenic. No one actually wants to see it. And even the people that you're currently sleeping with are okay with it at best.
Yeah. Dicks are not that cute. Gonna be honest.
No.
Gonna be honest.
No.
I had a choice to date an NBA player or my current boyfriend. Ooh. I'm being pulled in multiple directions here.
So is she.
So is she. I think that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Here's the bottom line. Bottom line is that I don't think that you should be swayed just because someone has the title of an NBA player. I think that, like, especially if you're looking for a relationship, not to say that NBA players are not healthy companions in a relationship that's very serious and monogamous.
You're presenting this as if we have like half of our audience plays in the NBA, and we're like, we can't upset LeBron James.
I don't want to offend the NBA players.
If Steph Curry hears this, he cannot be offended by this.
No, but it's true. It's not even about like the reputation of like cheating for athletes. It's more just like, your current boyfriend probably has a regular job and is like gonna be there on weekends and evenings to hang out with you and fucking Netflix and chill. Your NBA boyfriend is gonna be busy as hell on a jet with his team. And like, if you can drop your entire life to go along with him, like, okay, maybe great. Maybe that works. Maybe it does for you. But like, the logistics of dating an athlete of any sort, just based off of having friends who have dated professional athletes, it's not a fun ride. You are being relocated at all times. You don't have a home base. You're always traveling, and their life becomes your life.
I think you're missing 2 big components here.
Okay.
One,
is it dick size of an NBA player because they're huge?
Not sure.
And by huge, I mean really tall. So like usually that correlates. Not always though.
One, the worst part about dating an athlete is the gym bag. Okay.
That shit stank.
That's like the shit that just sticks to you. You're like, I smell like his feet. That's gross.
That's disgusting.
Okay. And can you imagine if I was a professional athlete with my sock habits?
We would not be together. If you were an athlete with your sock habits, you'd be out, gone.
Right. That's why I stopped playing sports.
On the streets.
And 2, you know what I think she should do?
What?
If this is a choice, if this is something that she's thinking about, you should go do it.
Oh, for sure.
You know what? Because to me, if
you're excited by this and think about valuing this over like a regular, quote unquote, regular person who doesn't have any kind of star status,
us regulars,
us fucking muggles. You need to go do that. Like, if that's an option that excites you and makes you question what you have currently, you probably need to go do that and get that out of your system.
And there's 2 reasons. One, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy either way. One, you're excited about it and it's everything you dreamed. It was really exciting. Great.
Right.
You're glad you did it. There's no what if. And 2, it'll be an absolute failure and you go, That is why we don't date someone for their profession.
I mean, I think especially like within our friends over in LA, like people notoriously say, I don't date musicians. Like I don't date dancers, like because they've had a bad experience and they tried that. They didn't like it. And they're like, I like dating corporate tech nerds.
Hey.
I love this one so much. Okay, I once dramatically ran down a beach. The guy had to chase me. Straight up movie shit. I love this. Be your own main character.
I'm so annoyed by this.
Be your own main character.
I'm so annoyed by this.
No, bitch. If you want to live your life like that, you are the main character of your story. Have your movie scene. Make him run down that beach. Beaches are really hard to run on because of sand and it's really difficult. And if that created a cinematic moment for you, go the fuck off.
I would have liked it better if, as opposed to her running away and him physically chasing after her, she found a way for her to stay sitting wherever she was and make his ass do a lap down the beach and back and then prove his worth and love for her. I
have a story to tell. So there was a time where I had a friend.
Sex on a beach in public.
Let's move on. So my story.
I got my wires crossed. We'll hit that next week. Go ahead.
I was in one of my friends with benefits situations.
Subscribe now for episode 27, 6, 8, 9, 30, whichever one it is.
Sir.
Why does Jeremy always interrupt Lauren? I know. I'm sorry.
Let me tell my fucking story. Okay, so I had a friends with benefits situation. I'd stayed the night, and in the morning I woke up and I was like, ew, this is fucking gross. Like, I want to go. Like, I would like to leave. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, gross. And this dude was like a super hardcore, intense sleeper. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna just crawl into this bed and just get my shit and go home. And so like, I didn't wake him up to be like, hey, like I'm leaving. And so I just packed up my shit. I said bye to his roommate who was sleeping on the couch downstairs, and I was like, bye. And then this dude showed up at my apartment later on thinking that I had left, like being all mad and flustered or whatever, and showed up and like was outside for like an hour, and I didn't realize, but I think he thought that we were having like this storybook moment of him chasing me to my apartment after I had left all upset and like so sad. And I was like, bitch, go home. Go home. Go home. We were friends with benefits. Go home.
Just to recap, everybody. Lauren is able to make men orgasm with the touch, several clothing layers away, and hooks up with one dude with a little friends of benefits thing, and he chases her back to her apartment. That's the level of sexual goddess that you are putting out into the world.
No, I don't even think it was about that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, like that narrative. That's really nice.
Fucks.
Girl fucks.
I'm holding on for dear life trying to keep up with you, my love.
I love that narrative. I really do. But unfortunately, I think that he was just being dramatic.
And what did you say to the dude when he showed up? Like, was that the last time you hooked up with him, or like,
no?
Did that end things?
I think we ended up getting food, honestly. But I was like,
in the morning?
What? No. He like slept in really late and then showed up like a few hours later. So like I was like already home, like doing my day. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, no, whatever, like working. And then he like showed up being all fucking dramatic. And then
he couldn't call.
What?
He didn't call.
Well, I think my phone was on silent or whatever for like an hour, and he was like outside thinking that like. To
be fair, if you didn't answer your phone for an hour, I would send the search squad.
I mean, I guess.
But after we were together. And I know you because you're sitting there constantly refreshing like TikTok to see like what else is new.
True. Yeah.
And then getting mad at Twitter.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I moved Twitter to my second page and I'm a much happier person.
Really?
Yeah, I really did.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck Twitter. I can't do it.
I've been kind of getting more into Twitter lately.
I hop on and like interact with like all of like my people.
Oh, and whatever. You just live on Clubhouse.
And now I live in Clubhouse. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's all we've got for our dirty, dark, hidden secrets. Thank you so much, everyone who participated and trusted us with your darkest secrets.
If you have any questions you want to throw in the ring for Lauren specifically,
I'm really nervous about next week's episode.
They can't be general. They have to be very specific. They can't be like, they can't talk about it. It's got to be something specific.
This feels like a truth or drink where I have no option to not answer the question.
Carry the two. Yes. But the truth or drink crowdsourced by the people that know you best, as opposed to like a list of 100 questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel nervous about this.
I can't wait.
I think that I might have an alcoholic beverage with that episode.
Definitely.
That could be a nighttime recording episode.
Definitely. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Wild Til 9. Yep.
Wild Til 9 website, live. There's not anything that's specifically on that. That's more for like, purposes of other things.
It's pretty cute though.
It's cute as fuck.
Yeah, it's really cute.
And if there's any bugs, let us know.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, well, I think that's all we have. Please stop sleeping with your cousins, your teachers, and your CEOs. Judgment-free zone, but maybe just for the betterment of your mental health.
First.
Put yourself first. And not your cousin.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.